This is the Nacho Average Podcast, where fajitas don't sizzle, but the talks are bold!
Well, welcome to another episode of Nacho Average Podcast. I'm here with Nacho Marquez, our head bartender, who happens to be my brother. It is true and official. A lot of guests have been asking lately if we are related. We are related. He is not adopted or anything like that I may have said in the past, but he is my blood brother, 100%. I brought Mitch on to Nacho Padres because we have been in this business together now for 20 some years, and we've always talked about doing something together, a project together. And where I am passionate about food and about the things that people eat, Mitchell's passionate about drinks and then the cocktails that people consume. At Nacho Padres, we wanted to create an environment where people can come in and have a great time. I like to say, once you're here, you're on vacation. I like the idea of creating a Mexican cheers, if that makes sense, where people know your name. We learn about each other. We learn about people that come in every single day and sit at our seats. And we're not just trying to serve a drink, but we're also trying to create a partnership or a relationship with those people that come in. And as I thought about the bar program at Nacho Padres and about people I knew, Mitchell, you just kind of stood out to me compared to a lot of other people who worked in the business before. We have a shared passion for what kind of tequila goes in a drink. We don't want to serve anything that's going to give you a nasty hangover tomorrow.
That's right.
But we also want people to have a balanced cocktail where you don't feel like you're just drinking straight alcohol either, right?
Correct.
So, why don't you talk to about that?
I mean, like you said, us creating an atmosphere here that people come from their everyday life and need a break to relax. And why not have great food here at Nacho Padres, and of course, cocktails as well. That's what I'm passionate about, like you just said. The drinks here elevate the food experience, and it elevates the guest experience here. And you talk about partnership. That's one of the things, creating those moments with the guests that come in here, and not only just a place where they can get good service and good food, but not only feel welcome, and it's like their home. And cocktails also play a part of that. You can have an amazing food experience with food, and the flavors are great. But then, of course, what elevates that to another level could be the cocktails. And we definitely have that here at Nacho Padres.
Yeah, I love that we were able to blend a lot of our culture, with things like tamarind and jamaica, things that we use in our culture every day for different for different drinks. But also be able to elevate and create something like the Renfirita with a salt foam that tastes like sea, the ocean,
right,
instead of putting a salt rim. And then to this cocktail, I'll let you kind of talk to us about that cocktail, the Nacho Grandma's Margarita.
This cocktail was inspired from, of course, our grandmother. She loved every time we go out to have a drink, she always would like a margarita. Wanted something that, and always the big one. We were always sharing, making sure that we had some premium tequila in there. And she wasn't your average grandmother. When she drank, she liked to have a good time, but not only that. So this cocktail kind of reminds me of her.
Yeah, absolutely. She wasn't one to ask for the cheap stuff or,
right,
any of that kind of stuff. She wanted something that had a lot of flavor, that was fun, kind of a statement piece, if you will.
Always.
She was our inspiration, or at least one of our biggest cheerleaders as well, to create Nacho Padres with the help of our partners. Every day that we come in, it's a testimony to the hard work and the foundation that she built for us. And
100%.
so we hope that every guest that has a cocktail, as well as our food, just knows how much love and effort and dedication goes into each one of these cocktails. That whole process was a lot of fun. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was fun. A fun process, creating coming up with the cocktails. Not only like we talked about, part of our culture. I love the flight that we have here because it kind of reminds me of growing up and having those tamarinds, making our own tamarind lemonade or agua frescas at home. We had the tree in the back that our grandma planted. And of course, the hibiscus tea she would used to do for us as well. Kind of wanted to incorporate something that and share that with a guest experience here, something different, something new. And it always catches people off guard that, never heard of tamarind, or if they have, they never experienced it in a cocktail, especially in a margarita.
Yeah, absolutely. And just for the audience at home, these are made with real tamarind pods. We take that tamarind and we break the shell off, and we boil and steep that tamarind fruit in boiling hot water for 30 minutes, and then we let it cool down, and we pop the seeds out, and then we spin it all together with a little bit of cane sugar, and we make sure that it's a in-house or house-made base. And then the same thing with the hibiscus, or as we call it, jamaica. Agua fresca. We take the actual flower, and again we boil it in boiling water for 30 minutes, and then we let it steep. We turn it off and let it sit in that water for 30 minutes to make sure we get as much of the flower out as we can into the water. And then again we put it in a blender and spin it all together. Obviously remove the flour.
Correct.
That would be kind of gross. But and then our classic is just a balanced
Margarita.
Mm-hmm. It's just the right amount of sugars, right amount of agave, right amount of lime juice, fresh lime juice
and agave.
So everything's done in house. And then the Renfirita, which is inspired by one of our business partners and their family.
I love their story.
And their story behind that, how that again was a throwback, or you're really honoring their family member and what they enjoyed about that cocktail. Jerry, if you're out there, this is for you and your family. And we're happy that it is our #1 selling cocktail here at Nacho Padres, outside of our classic and our frozen. So again, there's 2 cocktails on this table, if not more, that speak to family and speak to community and what we're about here at Nacho Padres. And this is why I'm excited every day when I come to work. So
I am too. Yeah, it's like you said, Cisco. Everything we do here is with passion, and there's a meaningful behind it, and we want to share that with the community and our guests. They come in here every day, and give them a new experience of something else, or a twist on some cocktails, and have something that they can remember and talk about, and sit here and have a good time with their families, and not only that, but have a great experience.
Yeah, create those memories.
Create those memories, absolutely. We like
to
share that with the community and the guests that come in.
Well, we look forward to serving the community, and I think that's a good spot where we can end this podcast. All right, let's you grab your favorite one on the table,
right,
and I'll grab mine.
There we go. Perfect.
And cheers. Let's end this podcast with a drink.
Oh, yes.
Cheers. That's good.
It gets me every time.